All right. Bonjour, la classe, bonjour. Je suis désolée, je ne suis pas en classe aujourd'hui. Je suis chez le docteur. Chez le docteur. Donc, aujourd'hui, nous allons faire une activité. Activité. So today we're going to do an activity. I'm excited. So we talked a little bit about earlier doing a Skype thing with Madame Thomas, who came to visit us. I'm excited about this. And so she has got some things set up for us to kind of work through this whole thing. So I have given you, or your sub will have given you, a sheet of paper to fill out while we go through all of this together. And so that's what I want you to do. So make sure you have a pencil. Make sure you have your reference pages if you need them from the book. Khalil, if you're in class right now, do you have your book? Anyway, just wanted to check. So make sure you have your book, make sure you have a writing utensil, and make sure you are paying very close attention because it's going to be kind of important. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is if you're looking at your piece of paper here, this looks like your paper right here. It says, c'est moi. C'est moi, that's me, c'est moi. And so this entire paper is describing you, just you, you. So that's what it's describing. So the first thing it's going to ask you is, comment t'appelles-tu? Comment t'appelles-tu? And you guys know the response to this. Comment t'appelles-tu? Je m'appelle Madame Dignon. Comment t'appelles-tu? And so when you go to respond to all of these questions, make sure you're writing in full sentences. Okay, so full sentences. Les phrases complètes. Les phrases complètes. So la première question demande, comment t'appelles-tu? Comment t'appelles-tu? Et écrivez ta réponse. Écrivez ta réponse. So go ahead and fill in this blank with your response. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. OK. La deuxième question dit, quel âge as-tu? Quel âge as-tu? Quel âge as-tu? Et la réponse, c'est j'ai 13 ans. 13 ans. J'ai 14 ans. Or for Mac, j'ai 15 ans, not queens. Mac, I know you were going to say that. J'ai 15 ans. Very nice. So, écrivez votre réponse. Écrivez votre réponse. Et numéro 3. Numéro 3. Comment sont tes cheveux? Comment sont tes cheveux? Comment sont tes cheveux? What question is this asking? Benjamin, tell the class. Or, if this is second period, Ansley, tell the class. What does comment sont tes cheveux mean? 3, 2, 1. Yes! That's correct! It means, what kind of hair do you have? What's your hair like? Okay, so the first thing we want to answer is, what is the color of your hair? Couleur. Quelle couleur est-ce que tu as pour les cheveux? So we could say, j'ai les cheveux blonds. J'ai les cheveux châtains. J'ai les cheveux foncés. Those are some of the responses that you can have. So go ahead and respond. J'ai les cheveux roux also works as well. So go ahead and write your response down. Écrivez votre réponse. And then fill in the longueur. Longueur. What do you think longueur means? Longueur. Length. So talk to me about the length of your hair. Et la texture. La texture. So if we're asking for the texture, on demande si c'est raide, frisé, ou bouclé, bouclé, okay? And once you've done that, we're going to move on to comment sont tes yeux? Comment sont tes yeux? Remember, we have 2 of them. We are not a Percy Jackson character with the Cyclops, right? So we have 2 eyes, and they are a color. So we want to put our color in. So comment sont tes yeux? Ils sont bleus. J'ai les yeux marrons. J'ai les yeux verts. J'ai les yeux noisettes. What did we say noisette meant? What does noisette mean? 2 points for the person that remembers that. Okay, here we go. Numéro 5. Numéro 5. Quel est ton sport préféré? Quel est ton sport favori? Quel est ton sport favori? For some of you, Jack. We already know it. Everybody, all together, we know what Jack's favorite sport is, and that is golf. Golf, golf, golf. We all knew that. So you could go on and say that j'aime le golf. J'aime le golf. Some of you might say, I like to swim. So if you like golf, we might write j'aime le golf. J'aime nager. 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 I'm swimming. J'aime le basket. Right? Le basketball. Right? Le baseball. Right? Le baseball. Baseball. La tennis, le tennis. So there's a bunch of them. And go ahead and just write, if you don't know what it is in French, write it out in English and we'll figure it out. Okay? The next one. Quel est ton chanteur favori or chanteuse favori? This is la différence entre masculin et féminin. Chanteur is masculin. Chanteuse is féminin. Okay, so chanteur is, let me give you an example. A chanteur would be, I can't think of one right now that I actually like, but we'll go with One Direction. Ansley, you're welcome. Chanteur, someone that you might like that sings, that's dudes. Okay, that would be chanteur. A chanteuse that you like might be somebody like Demi Lovato. I don't know. You guys know my music doesn't have any words, so it's okay. Okay, so chanteur favori or chanteuse favorite. Please feel free. And all you're going to write is what their name is. So chanteur favori might be J'aime Justin Bieber. And I'm sorry if that's the case. We'll have a talk after class. Don't tell anybody. Chanteuse favorite might be Demi Lovato. Okay, so you want to write that down. And you might, the way that we would say that I like this singer, I would say j'aime Demi Lovato. Okay, names don't change. Okay. And then down here, you know that chanteur or chanteuse means singer. Well, chanson means song. So chanson favorite. Chanson favorite. What's your favorite song? What's your favorite song? Amazing Grace. Duh. Right? So go ahead and put your favorite song in that blank. And then what's your least favorite song? Chanson nulle. Nulle. Chanson nulle. Justin Bieber. Any of them. Just pick. I'm just kidding. So yeah, you want to go ahead and just stick in what you don't like in this phrase, okay? Let's see here. Your film favori. Your film favori. For some of you, that might be a Hunger Games thing, or Divergent, or Frozen. Let it go. Let it go. You're welcome, Jared. Or if you don't have a favorite film, maybe you have a favorite television show. Émission de télé. Émission de télé. You could tell me what your favorite television show is. Drake and Josh. Done, right? Just kidding. I don't even know if that is still on the air. Anyway, the next one comes from, the next four actually come from our toi and moi section. So you already know what these are. So I'm not even going to explain them. But you could say, tu as un animal? Tu as un animal? Do you have a animal by any chance? And if you do, you can say, oui, j'ai un what? If you have a dog, you would write chien. If you have a cat, you would write chat. If you're like Ronnie, who tried to convince me that he has a lizard, you could write lézard. I don't know. J'ai un chat, j'ai un chien, j'ai un lézard, j'ai une poisson. Maybe, perhaps. Poisson is, and I can't make the face, but a fish. Right? You're welcome for the face, by the way. Please don't pause it right there. Okay. And then, non, je n'ai pas d'animal. And that's for those of you who don't have an animal. Okay. For some of you, actually, I'm going to go ahead and put this up here because I know that I did have one last semester that did have a horse, a cheval. Okay. So those would be some options for you. The next question asks, où habites-tu? Où habites-tu? And the next question is, d'où viens-tu? 2 points to the person that can tell me the difference between the two. Où habites-tu? Et quelle est la différence entre où habites-tu et d'où viens-tu? Quelle est la différence? Et finalement, last question, dernière question, c'est quand ton anniversaire? C'est quand ton anniversaire? Pour moi, c'est le 1er septembre. C'est le 1er septembre. So you want to make sure that it's in a full, complete sentence. So this is the way we say this. Mon anniversaire, c'est le 1er septembre, le 9 février. It's the only one that I can remember right now. Jack, you're welcome. Le 20 décembre. Ooh, Jackson. Le 24 décembre. You're welcome. Don't think I'm not listening. Okay, so there you have it. This is what we're going to fill in all the blanks. And then what I'd like for you to do is I want you guys to, if you are in the front row, I want you to turn around and I want you to ask these questions of the people behind you. So Khalil's row, or let's see, that's Adam's row, or Caroline's row. You guys are going to turn your chairs around and ask the questions of the people that are right behind you. If you are in the third row, you guys are actually going to stand up and you guys are going to work with the people on the right-hand side of the room. Okay, so I think there should be 4 or 5 of you in the back that can work with 4 or 5 of you over there. So I just want you guys to kind of mingle around and ask each other questions. Now, here's the job for the sub. I know that you're not a French teacher, and it's okay because we are few and far between. However, no English. The only English that students can say right now, has to do with the name of the person that they're talking about, if they like a certain singer, or the song that they like, or the favorite television show. Those are the only things that you should hear. You should hear words like Demi Lovato. You should hear words like things like that. If they are not speaking in French, you get to go around and you get to put a little dot on the bottom of their paper. Just a little dot. And it doesn't matter whether or not they're, I didn't understand. Nope. Only in French. And I count up, and at the end of the class, I will count up all the little dots that you have. And those are points deducted from today's activity grade. See? Accountability, people. Now, there's one big thing that I do want to go ahead and just kind of put out there to you, and something that I found that is just super duper important to me, and that is this phrase right here. And it just means the world to me. I love this phrase. Let's see if I can make it even bigger. I can, because I'm that awesome. All right, here is the question. Here's the phrase. This is a Bible verse from Matthew 10:30. I'll read it to you in English first, and then I'll read it to you in French. As for you, even the hairs on your head are each counted. God knows exactly how many hairs you have on your head. God knows what they look like, whether or not they are frisés, bouclés, or raides. He knows everything, and He had that before you were born. How cool is that? How cool is that? Just makes me smile every time I think about that. That, you know, especially in my condition as we speak right now, baby Diggs was already known by God long before me. And that's the coolest thing that you can think. So though we are talking about exterior looks and things like that right now, doing descriptions and stuff, I want you guys just to think about how wonderful of a gift it is that God had you guys already picked out. Like He was like, you're gonna look like this and you're gonna rock it. And that's exactly what I want you to do. So in French, we're gonna say, quant à vous, même vos cheveux sont tous comptés. Matthieu 10:30. So take that to heart, finish this activity, do it well, because I'm watching. Don't think I'm not. I'm watching you. And for my wonderful, amazing sub, I can't tell you thank you so much. Be respectful, guys. Make sure you take really good care of my wonderful sub while I'm at the doctor checking on baby Diggs, and I will let you know everything when you guys get back. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. Bonne journée, and I will see you after Easter. Happy, 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 happy Easter. And remember to celebrate it really well and know that God is the focus of the whole time. So, gros bisous, bonne fête de Pâques. Au revoir.